Welcome to the bonus episode of Review Rewind. Bonus. It's a bonus on a bonus. It's a hat on a hat. If you say that too fast, it sounds bad.
That's right.
Anyway, so we are going to... this is a show where two friends watch movies that are old and we, remember. Is it good? I'm Mike.
I'm Joseph.
And that was the best intro we've ever had on the show.
Because it was the only one that's been unscripted.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we are going to read through our rankings.
Yeah.
We've talked about the ratings this whole time.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, but we just wanted to give something where we put them all together. And then finally, we are going to, what's it called? Duel of the Fates?
Duel of the Fates.
So we're going to get the synopsis on Duel of the Fates, which is what episode 9 apparently, based on the leaks, if we are to believe it, should have been.
Yeah.
So I have not heard this.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph,
That's going to be fun.
Joseph has. And so this is going to be an experience for you, the audience, and for me. You're mostly going to hear Joseph and me going like, what?
Yeah.
We just recorded our episode 9, so I'm still reeling from... I am feeling the deep heat of Mufasa,
yes.
Yeah. And so, Joseph?
Yeah.
Can you remind us of our rankings?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go in order. Let me do my rankings first.
Cool.
From first to last, and then I'll do your rankings from first to last.
We
can talk about any discrepancies, and so forth. So, my rankings. In first place, I ranked episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, as an A+. It's the only A+ that I gave.
Amen. In
second place, we have tied. I guess if it's tied, it's tied for second place. Yeah. I put The Force Awakens and Revenge of the Sith, 3 and 7, at an A, solid A. At B+, fourth place, I put The Last Jedi, episode 8. At a B, in fifth place, just a solid B, I put Return of the Jedi, episode 6.
Right.
Next up, in sixth place, episode 4, A New Hope, at a B-.
Yeah, which feels odd, but I think in the scope of what we described in the podcast,
yeah,
it really is fitting.
Yeah, it's old, like it's an old movie, and that's fine.
Yeah,
I love it. In seventh place, I put episode 2, Attack of the Clones, with a C.
Fair.
In eighth place, I put episode 1, The Phantom Menace, with a C+.
Mm-hmm.
And at ninth place, I put episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker,
as
with a
it should
D-.
be. That's my only discrepancy with that is you graded it too light.
Yep.
Yeah.
With that in mind, Mike, you ranked in first place with an A+, episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
All things were good in the world.
That's right. In second place, you ranked episode 7, The Force Awakens, with an A-.
Yeah. I stand by that.
Yeah. In third place, you ranked number 3, Revenge of the Sith, with a B+.
Because that is like the most solid Obi-Wan.
It's great.
In all of it.
Oh, it's so good.
I think Obi-Wan saved that film.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that works.
In fourth place, Mike, you have a 3-way tie.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is hilarious to me, okay? With a B-, you have ascribed a B- to 3 movies. Episode 1.
I feel really judged right now. I don't know why.
Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Episode 4, A New Hope.
That's right.
And episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would put them in that order.
Interesting.
I would put Phantom Menace, A New Hope, Last Jedi. I would even
In as terms of your favorite.
yeah.
So Phantom Menace is above A New Hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's because
Spicy takes here.
I think A New Hope is great. And that's not to say that any of these ratings define except for the last one. 9 is horse crap. Like it's bad. But all the rest of them, like that A to C level, wherever we were rating them, to me that's saying like it's still a good film. It just has its flaws.
Yeah.
George Lucas was really trying something new with Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm.
And while the story didn't do it, the visuals were stunning for that time. And when that movie came out, I was 12. So I was at a great age for that. And I just have good memories from it. Funny enough, I saw A New Hope in the theaters around the same time. I was maybe 11. But not because I was born, not because I time traveled or anything. They just did the re-release. And like I try to watch The New Hope often, and I fall asleep every time. It's weird.
Is it just the age of it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the datedness. It's still super good. It's just a little dated. And then The Last Jedi, I think it's great. I just think there are better Star Wars films.
Sure.
So that's where I kind of fall on that.
And
go. We talked about the flaws of The Last Jedi that are real flaws, and so that's why I kind of got to put it there, because I think the flaws affect the overall story.
That makes sense. Going down now to 7th place, because you have 3 in 4th place. 7th place, you put Return of the Jedi, Episode 6.
Yeah.
With a C+.
Yeah, because when I rewatched it, I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's whatever.
And then in 8th place, you have Attack of the Clones, Episode 2.
Yeah, because that movie, that movie's whatever.
And then in 9th place, of course, you have Episode 9. You put the only F in our entire ranking.
Yeah, because it sucks.
Yeah.
I hate to give something of Star Wars that rating, but
yeah, it deserves it. Yeah.
Yeah, it deserves it. Right there with like the Ewok special.
Oh man, the Christmas special
and the
one.
It's just bad.
So there
you have like a full-fledged list.
So
look at that.
I made a spreadsheet of this that I'm showing Mike right now, of each of the grades, each of the rankings,
That's
favorite characters. I put Metacritic, Rotten Tomatoes, RT, audience scores. Okay, here is then the ranking. What we can just look at this real quick and just decipher. We have each placed Episode 5 as the best Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. We both have The Force Awakens in 2nd place. For me, it's tied with one other film, but at least it is in 2nd place. Revenge of the Sith is either our 2nd or 3rd favorite.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi is each of our 4th favorite.
Wow, these are lined up like crazy.
We also have the same 8, which is Attack of the Clones, and the same 9th, which is Rise of the Skywalker. So basically, the only real mixing up is between New Hope, Phantom Menace, and Return of the Jedi. I put them in order. I go Return of the Jedi, best, New Hope, Phantom Menace. You go New Hope, Phantom Menace.
No, I go Phantom Menace, New Hope, Return.
Yeah.
So those are the only ones we really have discrepancy with.
And even then, it's a very small discrepancy.
Wow.
Fascinating.
Bonkers.
So there we go. We have determined, we can officially say now at the end of this series that Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie.
Our opinion.
Well,
yeah.
But
no, the world's opinion. Empire Strikes Back.
I think that's pretty universally, yeah. And then I like that Force Awakens being 2nd for us, and then Revenge of the Sith. I don't think I realized how much I love. We talked about this when we recorded it, but I don't think I realized how much I loved Episode 3 until I watched it with the eyes of like this podcast and like preparing to do this podcast.
I think Revenge of the Sith was like a m- even though it was longer, a more streamlined version of the other two.
Yeah.
The other two prequels, because the other two prequels were bloated with a lot of like lore building and like politics or whatever,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith was literally like action, action, action.
Yeah.
Like storyline falls into the action.
And it's
Let's
so
just get some more
important.
action.
I remember talking about that with episode 3, just about how it's so critical to the whole saga. It's the linchpin for all of episodes 1 through 6.
Yeah.
Every major character from all of those movies is actually on screen, including Luke and Leia for just a moment.
Right.
So like,
Right.
I love just the scope of it. Incredible.
Yeah. That's our rating.
So there you go.
See you next week, folks. Oh, no, wait. We got one more thing.
Okay.
So
one more thing.
All right.
This is the addendum to the addendum to the addendum. We talked on the last episode, with episode 9, about how the production schedule was rushed. There's a lot going on. And we mentioned that there really wasn't a good segment to talk about this during that episode. But episode 9 was originally slated to be directed by a guy named Colin Trevorrow. And he wrote, along with his writing team and stuff, of course, he wrote an entire script for episode 9 called The Duel of the Fates. And oh my gosh, it's so loud in my ears. So, it's going to be so anticlimactic. I'm just going to be like, and then Lucasfilm threw it out. Basically, they fired Colin Trevorrow, and then that's when they hired J.J. Abrams, kind of in a rush, to rebuild the movie on a really tight production schedule.
It's still so bonkers.
What we're going to do here is we're going to look at Duel of the Fates. We're not going to obviously read the whole script. I did that. I summarized it. Don't worry about it. This is a script that was leaked online after The Rise of Skywalker aired in theaters. And basically,
can't trust anyone.
It was essentially a thing where the critics and the fans kind of started criticizing episode 9, and then this leaked online sort of in an effort to say, this is what it should have been. Now, I'll be very clear, even before I share this, that there are parts of this story, there's parts of Duel of the Fates that I do really like. There are also parts of Duel of the Fates that I think are pretty dumb, and that I'm glad we're not in the final, movie or whatever. But what I'm going to do here with Mike, because Mike has never heard of Duel of the Fates, he's never read the script, he does not know the story.
No, I've just analyzed the music real well.
What I'm going to do is provide Mike with a fairly condensed storyline of at least the big story beats of what was set to happen in Duel of the Fates, which was Colin Trevorrow's original plan for episode 9. So I'll read through this. Feel free to interrupt, and we can talk about specific things as they come up. And then at the end, we're just going to talk about what we like, what we don't like, any other thoughts.
And then we're going to review, rewind some ratings.
There we go. We're going to give it a rating, and then we're going to go through our, Okay, so here we go. Duel of the Fates. Put yourselves back in the shoes, by the way, of the end of episode 8. At the end of episode 8, of course, Snoke is dead. Kylo Ren is essentially the supreme leader, and the First Order is relatively unchallenged because the resistance has been reduced to basically the crew on the Millennium Falcon. Okay, so here we go. General Hux is the supreme leader of the First Order, and he rules from Palpatine's former office on Coruscant. There, the First Order's capital is in the form of a giant floating city above the surface of Coruscant. And the capital structure is its own large space station that's just in the atmosphere. And it uses a device that is able to jam communications across the galaxy in order to stifle out any resistance to the First Order's power. So that's sort of the scene. It's the First Order reigns. Hux is in charge, and big floating city on top of Coruscant that blocks out signals. So our heroes, we've got Rey and Finn and Poe and Rose and BB-8 and all that. They're hanging out. They actually manage in one of the opening sequences to steal a super star destroyer from the Kuat Drive Yards. Now, the Kuat Drive Yards, if you've never heard of those, this is essentially like the shipyards where star destroyers are constructed, built around. It's like a ring system, or it's like a ring space station built around the planet Kuat, and they manufacture all the star destroyers. So what they do is they steal a super star destroyer and they bring it to the Resistance base where General Organa is hanging out, planning stuff. Okay, so that's our Resistance folks. Now, Kylo Ren during this time is being haunted by the Force ghost of Luke Skywalker.
Amen.
Isn't that amazing?
That's awesome.
Puts credence to that line, "I'll see you later, kid."
You little bugger.
Right.
You ruined my life.
And Luke is kind of, in this script, Luke is kind of just like this pestering old jerk. And it is driving Kylo Ren insane.
That's great.
It's great. Further into madness. And so, desperate for answers, Kylo Ren goes to Mustafar to seek the spirit of his grandfather, Darth Vader. And while he is there, he discovers in like the catacombs and stuff a Sith holocron. Holocrons come from the cartoons originally, but basically they're like data storage. They store messages and stuff like that. So Kylo finds a Sith holocron, and it has a video or a recording of Palpatine on it. And Palpatine mentions an ancient evil creature that was the one that had trained Darth Plagueis, who was Palpatine's master. So Plagueis' master. So this Sith holocron with Palpatine mentions this ancient evil creature, and his name is Tor Valum. So the holocron mentions this message, and then the holocron actually self-destructs in Kylo Ren's face and really scars and burns his face. And that's nearly kills him, by the way. And so in that sense, he's actually retreating to a medical bay on Mustafar, where he's forged in a brand new mask that looks different to help him breathe. And so he's now suffering similar ailment on the similar planet that his grandfather was, injured pretty mortally on. And this drives him to recommit himself to the dark side, harder than ever. Meanwhile, we go back to the Resistance, and Rey has herself a vision of herself dueling Kylo Ren on the planet Mortis. Mortis is from the Clone Wars. I don't know if you've ever seen the Clone Wars.
I thought it was just like an old man.
Oh, no.
Mortis. Yes.
No. Mortis.
Do you plan to battle?
Mortis is a mysterious planet in the Clone Wars TV show that Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka visit for a 3-episode arc. And this planet is really mysterious because it's essentially made out of the Force. It's a really ethereal, mysterious place.
Is this the same place that we were supposed to think that the first? Oh no. Because that one is lightsaber rocks.
Yeah, no, that was Ilum. That
so
was
this
the
is
Kyber
like
crystals.
made out of.
This is a totally
Force.
different place. It's like made out of Force energy. On the planet,
So it's kind of like Ego from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Kinda, yeah. On the planet live these 3 beings that are sort of like Force gods. There's the Father, and then there's the Daughter and the Son. The Son represents the dark side, the Daughter represents the light side, and then there's like this Father, and it's kind of this Trinity thing. Okay,
that's kind of cool,
right?
Because that would have given more credence to Kylo and Rey's relationship.
Totally.
Because they're essentially the manifestation of those two beings.
The son and the daughter.
Then, I'm curious who the father is.
Oh, sure. So yeah, Mortis is this mysterious planet. So Rey has a vision of her and Kylo Ren dueling on Mortis. And then she's in kind of frequent communication with Luke's Force Ghost as well. Luke's ghost,
as it should have been,
right?
We talked about, but yeah.
Luke's ghost tries to convince Rey to kill Kylo Ren before Ren can reach Mortis to unleash a power unlike anything they've ever faced before.
So is Luke assuming that the creature that Palpatine said is also on Mortis?
No.
Oh.
Different creature. So
just a different creature altogether?
Yeah, we'll talk about him.
So there's like a bunch of creatures that everyone needs to worry about?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So Rey is skeptical. She doesn't want to kill Kylo Ren, though. She sees the long history. You're going to love this stuff. Rey sees the long history of the light side and the dark side trying to stomp the other out of existence as being this frivolous, endless journey. And in the ensuing argument, Rey basically indicates that she doesn't care about the Jedi Order, and she doesn't care about carrying the mantle of the light side into the future. This really pisses off Luke, of course.
Right.
Okay. So now, in devising ways to get messages out to the rest of the galaxy, the Resistance, back with Leia, discover that there is an ancient communications beacon beneath the former Jedi temple on Coruscant. It's described, this beacon.
Okay, my only issue so far, the only thing that would make me go like, come on, is every fix-it is some ancient thing.
Yes. It's true.
So this is like if this was a movie in 2022, but every fix-it was like
this World War II thing. Yeah.
It's like,
it's a good point.
This is dumb.
Yeah. This beacon is basically described as like a bright beam of light that would shine across the galaxy and be visible, and people would recognize it as from the Jedi Temple as this like beacon of hope. Okay. They learned that if they can activate it, they would then, of course, be able to communicate with allies across the galaxy, despite the First Order's jamming efforts. And so they develop a plan to break into the old Jedi Temple on Coruscant and activate that beacon. But as they're planning it, the First Order discovers where they are, and a Star Destroyer appears overhead their base and interrupts them, of course. Now, the Star Destroyer is equipped with basically a large cannon underneath that allows it to destroy a planet by itself. Very similar to the Final Order Star Destroyers, right?
Yeah.
So that starts firing on the planet, starts firing on the base, and the Resistance narrowly escapes in that captured Super Star Destroyer that they stole earlier in the movie. And from space, they decide to split up. Rose and Finn are going to go to Coruscant, and they're going to try to work to activate that beacon. And then Rey and Poe are going to escape to a new planet called Bonadon because they've heard that Kylo Ren may have been there, and they're going to try to search for him. So that's where the Resistance goes. They split up on their two different missions.
And then do Rose and Finn need to find a casino to find a locksmith?
Yeah, they do need to find a casino.
To get into the Jedi Coruscant base thing.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Kylo Ren finds the location of Tor Valum.
Oh no.
Okay. It's on a strange, desolated planet called Remnicor, not in any other material in canon. And he quickly realizes the immense power and wisdom that Tor Valum possesses. He kneels and submits to Tor Valum's training, and that grants Kylo Ren the power to give and take life force from other creatures.
There we go.
Okay. Now, Tor Valum compels Kylo to complete his training by confronting the ghost of Darth Vader. So it's essentially like a dark side cave, like in Episode 5, where Kylo Ren descends and fights a version of Darth Vader. But in this instance, Vader's ghost handily defeats and humiliates Kylo Ren. And in his anger, Kylo Ren uses his new ability of draining Force essence to kill Tor Valum and extract his knowledge, his power, including the location of Mortis and all of that. So basically, we have just a supercharged Kylo Ren, more powerful than any dark side being ever has.
The only
been.
confusing thing so far is why a Darth Vader ghost exists.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless it's Tor Valum, like a creation.
Projecting that,
yeah.
I bet that's something like that. So now we have like supercharged Kylo Ren on his way to Mortis. So the Resistance fighters that do go to Coruscant, that's Finn and Rose and a team, they're able to activate the beacon under the Jedi Temple, and it sends that message, it sends that light across the galaxy, and it compels fighters to rise up against the First Order and all descend on Coruscant.
Right.
At the same moment, this is nuts, Kylo Ren sees that beam of light traversing the night sky from across the galaxy. And using his immense new power, he actually reaches out with the Force and destroys the beacon back on Coruscant from Remnicor.
Cool.
Right? The explosion that it causes at the temple alerts the First Order garrisons on Coruscant, who realize that an infiltration is happening. And so they send troops to capture the Resistance fighters like Rose and Finn. Now, in the ensuing fight, Rose and Finn get separated. Finn manages to escape into the Undercity, while Rose ends up getting captured by the First Order. She's actually tortured by Admiral Hux as he seeks the rest of the Resistance. Next up, back on Bonadon, which is where Finn and where Poe and Rey have gone to look for Kylo Ren. On Bonadon, they actually find the Knights of Ren, and they get into a fight with them. And the Knights of Ren are actually just about to kill them both, defeat them both. And in a desperate attempt to save themselves, Rey actually taps into the dark side of the Force and channels Force lightning. Afterward, she does that. She kills all the Knights of Ren using Force lightning. Afterward, she's actually super remorseful, and she decides to go. She has to go to Mortis alone. And Poe doesn't want her to do that. She refuses to let her go alone, but Rey does a Jedi mind trick on Poe to get him to let her go, which is hilarious. So we jump back to Coruscant. Finn is marooned on Coruscant by himself in the Undercity, and he's actually found by a stormtrooper. Now, what he realizes is that the stormtrooper is one that he used to serve with before he defected. And so, through a long conversation, Finn actually convinces him to also defect.
Hey man, you should really unionize.
Yeah.
The medical that the First Order has is real bad.
It is, yeah.
Maybe I should. How do I do that? You just need to step away from the First Order, man.
Finn also convinces that trooper, now that they're working together. Convinces him to use his comlink to project a message to the rest of the stormtroopers in the area. And so, basically, long story short, Finn is going to come to lead basically a stormtrooper rebellion. Which is so awesome. This sets off a massive climactic fight in the streets of Coruscant, basically.
That's kind of awesome.
It's pretty cool. Now, Kylo and
that would have
Rey,
had to have been a heck of a speech.
Yeah.
But that's awesome.
And by the way, you have people who have seen the light from the Jedi Temple also descending on Coruscant.
Yeah.
So it's this huge space battle and land battle on Coruscant.
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome. Rey and Kylo find each other on Mortis, and they reveal why Kylo Ren reveals why Rey's parents left her. Basically, to protect the authority of the First Order, Snoke and Kylo Ren set out many years ago to destroy any Force-sensitive children that could have ever possibly risen up against them. And Rey's parents knew that she was Force-sensitive, and so they gave her up on the desolate planet of Jakku to protect her from Snoke's search. And Kylo basically tells Rey on Mortis that many years ago he was the one that killed Rey's parents because they refused to tell him where she was.
That's good.
Yeah, they launch into an intense lightsaber battle, like descending deeper into the temple on Mortis. And in the ensuing fight, actually, Kylo strikes Rey in the face and blinds her. And instead of killing her, he simply leaves her, and he departs deeper into the heart of the temple. Back on Coruscant, Rose is able to break out of her torture chamber, and she contacts the Resistance with a plan that she has to win the battle. But she needs data that's found within R2-D2's memory banks. On his way down to Rose, he gets actually shot and loses power. Not like blown up and destroyed forever, of course, because it's R2. But he loses power. So Finn takes the memory drive from R2-D2, and he actually puts it into BB-8 to complete the mission. And so BB-8 dashes away to go find Rose. Back on Mortis, Kylo finds a hidden chamber, but to his dismay, it's empty. And so Luke's Force Ghost appears.
Gotcha.
Basically, yeah, saying that Kylo has lost.
Oh, gosh.
Then something really cool. Kylo takes out his lightsaber to try to swipe at Luke's ghost, and Luke just catches the lightsaber in his hand, like his ghost hand, which is, I don't know how that all works and stuff, but that's cool. Behind them, Rey actually rises, and despite her blindness, she uses both the light and the dark sides of the Force to re-engage Kylo Ren in the heart of the temple on Mortis. So they fight once more. Over the skies of Coruscant, Lando Calrissian leads a massive armada of Resistance fighters that join the fight. And upon seeing that they are outnumbered, Hux actually commits seppuku, like suicide, using Mace Windu's lightsaber.
Cool.
Because,
That's just cool.
because think about this. He's in Palpatine's office.
Oh.
Mace Windu's lightsaber has basically been a collector's item in that office ever since, as a marker of the birth of Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
he uses the purple lightsaber to kill himself, seeing that they're outnumbered. Now, on Mortis, Rey and Kylo are evenly matched, but Rey manages to swipe at Kylo's lightsaber hilt and destroys the lightsaber, as well as severing most of his fingers on that hand as well. Swipes right through it.
Cool.
And enraged, he reaches out with the power that he learned from Tor Valum. So he ends up like levitating Rey and then like draining the life from her body. And as he does this, the scars and the burns on his face from the holocron heal. The missing fingers grow back from moments ago. And it's during this moment that Leia reaches out with the Force and compels Ben to stop.
Who?
Leia. I said Leia.
You said Leia, and I was like, someone?
Leia, excuse me.
Okay.
He pauses and is, redeemed, all that kind of stuff, the same way that happens Rise in Skywalker. And he ends up grabbing Rey and re-administering life energy back into her, healing her scars and her blindness. And so Ben actually collapses, and he tells Rey what her family name was. Her name was Rey Solana. And then Ben dies. So back on Coruscant, the final plan for victory takes place. Basically, using data from R2-D2 via BB-8, what she does is she activates the hyperdrive within the floating First Order capital, and she fires it into a distant, uninhabited planet. And it causes this massive explosion that can be seen across the galaxy, almost like the opposite of Starkiller Base.
Right.
Where suddenly the whole galaxy sees, oh, the First Order is dead. So it's this symbol of freedom and hope. And then, of course, when that happens, communications come back online throughout the galaxy.
Mom, my text works.
So on Mortis, so that's the victory, basically. On Mortis, the exhausted body of Rey begins to levitate and fade into that like Force ghost kind of energy. And she appears in this mystical plane of bright space, eventually surrounded by the ghosts of Yoda, Luke, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. And they tell her that having embraced the light and the dark, she has ascended beyond what the Jedi Order could be and has reached a true balance in the Force. The four of them tell her that she has the opportunity now to either remain dead, where she will find this eternal peace, or she may return to her life in a galaxy in turmoil. And it kind of leaves off there. There's a celebration ceremony on Coruscant where the Resistance heroes are given medals by Leia.
And it's the same music from episode 1, not episode 4.
Yeah. I hope so. And they're all left to wonder what became of Rey. And then during this celebration, I think this is corny as heck, but I think it's just really funny. R2D2 is rebuilt. R2D2.
R2D2. That is his stage name.
Yeah. R2D2 is rebuilt and repowered on, and
as it should be. He's a robot. Like, yeah.
But here's what's so funny about it. As he power cycles back on, he cycles through and projects scenes of his memory banks. So it's like this celebration at the end of episode 9 where it's showing scenes from the whole saga.
Oh, that is a little
on
funny.
like a little projector of like, here's been the whole story, you know? And then the credits roll. But there's an epilogue. There's a post-credit scene for Duel of the Fates. And in the epilogue, Finn and Rose have fallen in love, and they've retreated to this homestead together where they raise and protect Force-sensitive children. Finn's own Force sensitivity has matured, and he is the one training them.
Oh, yeah.
But he never got training, right? He never got a complete, rundown on how to use the Force. And so in the midst of this epilogue on the horizon, a figure emerges, and it's of course Rey Solana. She's now reborn as a master of both sides of the Force, and she joins up with them. And then from there, she's going to train a new generation of Jedi with the understanding that the only true balance that can provide justice and peace is embracing the entire spectrum of the Force. And then that's the end of the movie.
Oh, man. That's great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. What do you like about that?
Everything.
Like, no notes? Like, perfect? Or
I mean, the ancient stuff is dumb. Ancient stuff is dumb.
Everything being an ancient, like every solution being ancient. Thing,
I think that's dumb. The Super Star Destroyer feels kind of silly.
Yeah,
because that's like, hey, we gotta steal a car. I found a tank. You think that's inconspicuous?
Right.
A tank. So we're just gonna drive through this neighborhood in a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll work. Yeah, I think that's kind of silly. Unless there was like a plot point that really brought that together. But if they would have said like they got a fleet of TIE fighters, which allows them to stay close to the First Order without being boom, great. That's what gets them into Coruscant.
Sure.
You know, something like that. But the Super Star Destroyer, because it's like, how do you use that?
It's a big deal. Yeah.
It's a city.
Yeah. And you need like thousands of people to run that.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sure.
I love Kylo getting bad.
Yeah.
Like going worse.
And getting so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this they kind of tamed him in the actual episode 9.
Right.
And I like this unpredictable continuing on with this angry streak that he is. And then I love just the worst Luke ever, just being the ghost. I love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Like literally haunting Kylo Ren.
Good.
Yeah.
I think that fits.
It fits with the see around kid line.
Yeah. And then I think the creme de la creme is the getting the mortis and it being empty.
Yeah.
That to me is so good.
Yeah.
Because Rey achieves balance knowing there's nothing else special. Yep. There's nothing else. There's not a beast. There's not a trainer. There's not anything. Because it isn't, I almost think it isn't some, because it would be a good thing to kind of put into you. And it's like, there is no light and there is no dark in the Force.
Right.
There's just the Force.
Yeah.
The light and dark is you. So you have to be balanced so that you can fully communicate with the Force.
Yeah.
And you find that, in that emptiness, in the desperation. Yeah. You're either going to choose to do the right thing or you're going to do what you feel your desperate need is.
Right.
And Kylo follows the desperation and Rey doesn't.
Yep.
And that's so good.
Yeah.
That I love that. That's 1,000 times better than Palpatine, man.
Yeah.
The idea of nothing.
Yeah.
Which they could have done in all of this.
Right.
What we had before. If they would have had the same thing, say it was the same thing, but there was no Palpatine. Just promises of it. Promises of this great Force. Like, Kylo, if you go to this Sith planet, you will have all the power you've always wanted. And then he gets there and it's nothing. And he gets so angry, he's willing to destroy the universe. Because he's like, if there is no power, I will make the power. That would have been better than what we had.
Sure.
I love it. Yeah. I love taking it back to a very familiar town.
Yeah,
very
Coruscant.
Familiar place, while also taking it to new places that haven't been.
Yeah.
Mortis, I don't like the name, but
sure.
It's just Morton.
You gotta watch the Clone Wars.
It's just Morton with an S.
Sure.
Would you like to duel?
Yeah.
I'm Mortis. Thank you.
Yeah. I love that Finn gets to do
I love that too.
Some really cool stuff.
It would have felt rushed still.
Sure.
Because a lot of that building up should have been built in Last Jedi.
Right.
But Last Jedi just was kind of a repeat of Force Awakens for him. But I also think, you know what? It still would have worked because he would have seen the stuff in the casinos and all that stuff. And so maybe his speech would have been, you're not fighting for a great cause.
Right.
You're fighting for fools with power. The only thing you can do right now is fight for your cause, the people around you. Because if you continue on this path, you will die, and you will die for nothing. Yeah. And you can change that. Something like that.
Totally.
Why don't I write scripts? I don't know if that was good, actually. I actually don't know if that was good. It just felt good in the moment. No, I like all of it. Yeah. I think it's great. I think here's where whatever issues it would have been,
sure,
probably wouldn't have given it an F.
That's fair. Probably.
Even if it was a D+ or something.
Yeah. No Palpatine.
My biggest complaint would have been gone, alleviated.
Here's the biggest thing, what you just said. Biggest complaints are gone. No Palpatine. It doesn't systematically press reset on everything that episode 8
There's no
did.
retconning.
There's no retconning.
No.
It's natural progressions and expansions of each character. It
follows the threads that have been pulled previously.
Yeah. And it's what was the other thing I was going to say? It's not just a bunch of MacGuffins per se. I mean, there are some MacGuffins in there.
No, but the MacGuffin. So, I think the best use of a MacGuffin is to let it be a MacGuffin, because MacGuffins are nothing. They're not anything useful for the story.
Sure.
So the revelation of the MacGuffin needs to be that it's nothing. Like, whatever it was, like the MacGuffins in, we talked about it last time, National Treasure.
Yeah.
If the end of it would have led to nothing, still would have been good.
Yeah.
Still would have been good.
That's true.
Still would have been a heck of a journey, But they had to be like, oh, the MacGuffins led to the gold. And the only way to get to the gold is to do the MacGuffins.
Yeah.
So this planet, these gods, that's the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
And the revelation needed to be nothing.
It's empty.
Nothing.
Yep.
Not a single thing. They're not real. The Force is, but that's not.
That's right.
Because the only thing communicating with the Force is you.
Yeah.
And that, because you could have said that those gods formed.
Mm-hmm.
You could have said, because Luke could have been like, you lost. Because you didn't understand. There's no father. There's no daughter. There's no son. The father is the Force.
Mm-hmm.
The son is the good. The daughter is the bad.
Well, you flip those, but yeah.
Daughter is the good.
Yeah.
Son is the bad. Didn't you say that?
No.
Oh, okay. And, when those two are unified, they're harmonious. They are truly a family. And maybe Luke could have been like, haven't you noticed that everything that we do with the Force is just riddles to find yourself? Like, there could have been so much. Oh, gosh, there could have been so much. I'm so sad this isn't real. Because ultimately it's not. No one's going to make it.
Right. Yep. So there you have it.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, gosh.
Man.
I hope everyone is as disappointed as I am that this isn't real. Like, I'm sad.
Sure.
I'm sad.
The funny thing is that with the script being leaked, like, I wouldn't be shocked if it's happened already, but, like, people can just make this.
Yeah.
People can, hire some actors and get a camera and, maybe not with a $300 million budget, but they can do this.
Was that the budget for Rise of Skywalker?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, shoot.
We didn't get the financials.
I didn't put it in. Let's go back. Retro. Oops.
Budget's listed at $275 million.
275. How much did it make?
Box office was just a share over $1 billion.
So it made its money back.
Oh,
That's fine.
Absolutely.
So, I guess my input on that is, you know what? If they don't have a $300 million budget, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because J.J. Abrams did.
Yep.
And he made just a pile of crap.
Yeah.
Just big old pile of dinosaur doo-doo.
A very technically beautiful and advanced pile of crap.
It's like the Triceratops poop in Jurassic Park. It looks real. It's all that, but it's just a pile of nothing. Like, it's just man, I am in it for this movie. I freaking hate it. So what was the guy's name again who wrote that?
Colin Trevorrow. Yeah, let's see what his writing credits are.
I spelled it wrong. What is it?
Colin Trevorrow.
Colin.
and then his last name is Trevor Rowe.
That's terrible.
He's done a bunch of Jurassic World
movies.
movies.
No, he did the new Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. It says producer. Okay, writer. Let's see. No, he did the screenplay for Dominion.
Well,
so he did the story for Rise of Skywalker, which you see a couple of the things that they did.
yeah, JJ took a couple things.
He did the first Jurassic World. He also did the Fallen Kingdom, which they're not great, but I don't know. I don't hate Jurassic World as much as I hate Rise of Skywalker. Oh man, that sucks that they how do you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
He directed Jurassic World, which all in all, Jurassic World looked fine.
I never saw him actually. We're off topic now.
Okay. Anyway,
yeah,
he's better than
J.J. Abrams.
No, the other guy.
Rian Johnson.
No,
George Lucas.
Justice League guy.
Oh, Zack Snyder.
No, the guy.
Oh my gosh, Chris Terrio.
Yeah, I will stand by Jurassic World over Justice League or Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
All right, this is off topic, but that is our rankings.
That's right.
And the Duel of Fates, a movie that will never be, but man, I wish it would. This also concludes, considering that we are now in fall, our summer of Star Wars. Now it's just our
now that it's October,
days of Star Wars and all that. Thank you for listening to this. Review Rewind will be back with our normal stuff in the near future, and watch the Star Wars movies. They're great.
Yeah,
except for the last one.
Can't wait to do this again next summer, Mike.
Yeah, when we watch Jurassic World, apparently.
Oh my gosh, Summer of Jurassic Park and World.
Yeah, Summer of Dinos.
All right, sweet.
Joseph, you have anything left to
this has been fun, man.
Or do anything?
This has been great. Thanks for inviting me for the past now 10 episodes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's gone quick.
10 episodes and 45 hours
Let me
worth
see.
of
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway.
Let me see. All right, my whole document, my entire document of notes on the Star Wars saga from doing this series. It's 26,000 words, single spaced. It is just about 60 pages.
So expect a small book that we sell on Amazon called "So I Watched the Entire Star Wars Saga."
called All of Joseph's Thoughts on all of the Star Wars movies. Holy cow! What have I done with my life?
You came onto the show, which was a huge mistake for you. I think
it may have been. No, I love this.
Alrighty.
Bye, everybody.
Well, thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Until then, keep watching movies. Don't listen to reviewers. And, oh, man. The Rise of Skywalker sucked so bad. I'm still so mad about it.
Let's end on a good note.
Good note.
There are 6 or 7 great movies in this saga.
Yeah. That's true.
We love Star Wars.
Yeah, I do like Star Wars. I still love Star Wars. I'm not hating on it because
of one movie. Yeah,
because of one movie. I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.